Imagine losing everything you ever loved, your memories, your family, even your hope stolen by someone who mocked your pain. Now imagine, years later, standing face to face with the very monster who destroyed you. He laughs, certain you're still broken. But what he doesn't know is that you've been waiting for this exact moment to make him pay. This is that story. A story of betrayal, resilience, and the sweetest revenge. If you've ever wished that justice could strike back harder than cruelty, don't click away. Watch till the end, because the payoff in this story is unforgettable. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss more revenge stories like this. He was called the Seeker, a man who had walked through fire, loss, and endless trials. Yet here he stood, on the edge of a strange new land. Before him stretched a realm glowing with golden light, music drifting through the air, the scent of blossoms filling every breath. To anyone else, it would feel like paradise, but to him, it felt like a lie, because paradise means nothing when your soul is scarred. As he stood there, a figure approached, a woman cloaked in silver light. She whispered, almost gently, "Here, you will find peace, joy, even freedom from the weight of memory. But not everything is possible here." The Seeker frowned. What can't be found? Her eyes turned cold. The golden apple, a power that bends time itself. Whoever controls it cannot be defeated. Before he could respond, the sky split open. A roar shook the earth. Descending in smoke and fire came a beast with 4 heads, each hissing and laughing in unison. The Seeker froze. He knew this monster. This was the same abomination that had burned his past life to ashes, ripping away his family, his memories, everything that made him human. The creature's eyes locked onto him. Well, you've survived even here. It laughed, fire spilling from its jaws. But remember, I am master of time. And in the end, you will be nothing forgotten, broken, and buried in the dust. The Seeker's heart pounded. His hands trembled. He was no warrior, not compared to this titan. Yet in the quiet of his soul, another voice whispered, "Nothing here can harm you, unless you allow it." The beast circled, taunting. Every head shouted a different insult. Every flame scorched the ground closer and closer. The Seeker wanted to run. His legs begged him to flee. But then he remembered the silver-cloaked woman's words. The golden apple, the one thing the beast feared. He clenched his fists. "I may not control time, but I control my choice." And so began the struggle. He fought with every ounce of his being, not with brute strength, but with wit, with patience, with cunning. The Seeker lured the beast into chasing shadows, forcing it to exhaust its fire. He remembered every cruelty the monster had inflicted, every scream from his past, and used that pain as fuel. Still, the battle dragged on. He was bruised, burned, on the edge of collapse. The monster laughed louder. "You can't kill me. Seeker, you are nothing. You've always been nothing." And that's when it happened. In the midst of the chaos, a golden glow shimmered in the distance. A single fruit, suspended in the air, the golden apple. The beast lunged for it, but so did the Seeker. For a heartbeat, time itself slowed. The creature's forehead screamed in fury as the Seeker's hand closed around the apple first. Power surged through him, light coursed through his veins, strength returned to his body. The Seeker rose, taller, unshaken. His eyes burned with fire, not of anger, but of justice. "You took everything from me," he said, his voice steady. "Now I take everything from you." With one command, time bent to his will. The beast roared and lunged. It found itself trapped. Its flames turned back upon itself, each of its 4 heads colliding, devouring one another. Its own power became its undoing. The Seeker didn't strike out of cruelty. He didn't torture. He simply let the monster choke on the weight of its own arrogance. And as the creature collapsed into ash, its final scream echoing into silence, the Seeker whispered, "This is what justice feels like." The battlefield grew silent. The smoke cleared, and for the first time, the Seeker felt lightness, not because he had killed the beast, but because he had reclaimed himself. He looked at the golden apple in his hand. It pulsed with infinite power, the temptation of control. But instead of keeping it, he let it dissolve into the air. Revenge was never about ruling time, he said softly. It was about proving that monsters don't get the final word. And with that, he walked forward not as a victim, not as a forgotten soul, but as someone reborn. If you stayed with this story till the end, you know one truth: arrogance may rise, cruelty may dominate for a time, but in the end, justice always finds a way. Tell me, in the comments, what would you have done with the golden apple? Kept it, or destroyed it? Don't forget to subscribe for more revenge stories. And I'll see you in the next one.